All right, well, got a good opener. Definitely keeping. Opponents on the play. Got our 2 and 3 drop and 4 drops, so we're sitting pretty on that front. Open it up with the Swiftwater Cliffs, I think. Having the old Student Defiant Strike is pretty nice as well. That's actually another reason to play 18 lands, I think. If you have cantrips, then ideally that helps alleviate some of your mana issues. So playing against the old Alex Stephenson deck. Nothing quite like that Alex Stephenson deck. All right. Hope this guy gets cocky and blocks. So the way that I can make him think about blocking is wait a few seconds, like I'm mulling it over. And then I think I play a land, mull a little bit. There's a very good chance he doesn't attack here, but now we go for it. Okay. We'll get our Watcher out there. I feel like if I snap attack, there's just no way he blocks, but some people block the Jeskai student. Some people do. I know they're crazy, and they are crazy. I would have punished him for that. But, what can I say? Some people in this world are crazy, folks. Little Battle Priest. That guy's pretty good. Thankfully, I've got the Smite in hand, so that's a good sign. I may be casting Defiant Strike next turn. I think I likely am unless I draw an untapped resource, in which case I'm going to unmorph this and then play the Kirin. Let's see if he attacks with the morph. I kind of feel like he's going to, since we're both tapped out. But I'm not going to block. I feel like we're in a pretty reasonable offensive position here. Having the answer for Battle Priest kind of helps me with that decision. The fact that he's not blocking with his morph, it's kind of indicative that it's a slightly important card. By the way, Leaping Master is probably one of the best draws I could have asked for. So I think first we do Watcher. Let's reveal. Let's reveal the Kirin since I can't play it this turn anyway. And now we just swing with these two. So I could wait on the Defiant Strike, but I kind of like drawing a card here since we're going to be busy for a couple turns. So no blocks. We're going to pump our dude, draw a card, another land. He takes some damage. Play Dismal Backwater. Play a Leaping Master and pass. Currently only one white source, which is our most prevalent color. I think I have to kill the Battle Priest next turn, so I'm probably going to have to leave up Smite. I didn't have to cast Defiant Strike either, but I certainly don't mind casting Defiant Strike. Well, we're going to block the Battle Priest, because if he's going to use whatever, Awaken... Oh, it could be Feat of Resistance. In which case, that's pretty brutal. I'm trying to think of a 4-mana morph. I think I'd trade... Well, I could also just take it. Let's just take it. We're in such a good racing position here. He's at 14, I'm at 24. I think I can afford to take some damage here, especially if he's got the trick. I mean, there's no way he attacks in a Leaping Master without a trick. So let's make him cast it. Could be Dragon Scale Boon, in which case I'm going to smite on my turn anyway. It's probably smarter to do it on his morph. It's got to be. I mean, there's no other 4-mana spell that would make him attack there. So, yeah, okay. He did it on the wrong creature, in my opinion, unless this morph is more important to him. I doubt it is. So on our turn, at least it's clear what we're doing. We just snap, smite, and get in. So let's do the Cove. Snap, smite. Get in for 6 and pass. Attacking with morph. Follow-up play is Kieran. All right, well, Kieran puts a damper on things for sure. Ooh, that was a good draw. Wish I had a morph. Or a colorless creature. Let's play a land. Let's play a Ghostfire Blade. Get a prowess. We definitely want to swing this turn, which is going to set us a turn behind on the Kieran, but it's the only way I can get in here. So let's equip our Watcher and get in for 4. I don't see any way he blocks there, since he can still swing back pretty comfortably, because Kieran is a good card, as it turns out. Still a mana behind on the morph, which is worrisome. Could easily be an Abzan guide, but just currently not super prepared to deal with that. All right, so now we pass. So there's his 5th land. Guess if he snap swings with the morph, well, it could be Pine Walker, it could be an Abzan guide. Both of those are big problems, but we're just going to have to accept. If it is a Abzan guide, I've got options, defensive options. Oh no. That's not a common main deck card. And he can't unmorph now. That's kind of curious, actually. Shouldn't he have... And he didn't swing with the... Alright, he just screwed up there. Definitely should have swung with the Kieran. So now he's swinging with Watcher again. Alright, so maybe he's got a pump spell. Feet of resistance. Okay, that could be it. That's got to be it. All right. Can't do anything about that. So, kind of sucks, but like I said, I can't do anything. So now we play War Shrieker, and we'll equip Blade to Leaping Master and pass. He still should have attacked with Kieran last turn, so I'm glad he didn't. All right, pretty lousy draw, but we're running 18 lands, so kind of to be expected. So we just gave a Leaping Master flying. We swing with it, play Backwater, and pass. Well, probably re-equip to War Shrieker. He's got another combat trick. It's just a lot of combat tricks. I can't beat them. Just never-ending stream of them. It's pretty unfortunate. Can't do anything about it. So lose my crew, unfortunately. Equip to War Shrieker. Play Backwater and pass. This is where an Ankle Shanker would come in handy. Although I guess Feet of Resistance would have beat that too. How do I beat Feet of Resistance? Someone want to help me figure that out? How do I beat this card? I was looking for it the whole draft, and this guy got it. I need to figure out how to beat Feet of Resistance. Unfortunately, we're in a pretty bad spot now since we're in top deck mode. Our opponent has 3 cards in hand, and at this point, the tides have turned because of double feet. Despite our sweet Ghost Fireblade. And he's got that too. Jeez. It is like a never-ending stream of tricks and removal, huh? Okay. Well, I guess the answer to that is keep them off creatures, which unfortunately our deck is extremely low on removal, which is going to make that difficult. So this is not a very favorable match. If I was playing my typical deck, I think I would fare much better since those decks can just load up on removal. But yeah, beating a bunch of tricks is going to be tough with a deck that's only got 1 Smite the Monstrous and 2 Bring Lows. So we need Warden of the Eye off the top. Jeskai Ascendancy would probably be the worst draw. Warden of the Eye would probably be the best, since we could get back our Smite. Got Skull Hunter, which would have had value, but we're already out of a hand. I'm kind of shocked, actually, that we're getting beat by this. Mostly because Rakshasa's Secret in the same deck as Double Feet of Resistance. And Savage Punch is just so terribly awkward. And Dragon Scale Boon. Like, there's just no reason he should be running this card. He should just be running more creatures, but we're just getting annihilated, so. Goes to show you how much I know. This is probably just going to be a Kin Tree Warden or something. I mean, the fact that he hasn't attacked with it the whole game. It's clearly not an Abzan guide. Alright, so we definitely lose, which sucks, but gotta roll with the punches. So got beat by a bunch of tricks, like I said, in a deck that's also running Rakshas's Secret, which does bug me. I'm not going to lie. That does bug me that Rakshas's Secret is in the same deck as... I guess I should be happy about it since it's just not good in the same deck. But it did beat us, so what do I know? All right. Let's try this next one here. So what do I got to beat? Oh, I didn't even look at the morph. Hidden cards. Why does this pull out? It doesn't have anything in it. All right. Well, thank you. Uh, it was an Abzan guide? What the hell? What is that guy thinking? God, I hate being beat by that. Just absolutely no reason to not attack. It makes absolutely no sense. Did he think I wasn't going to... Maybe he thought I wasn't going to get the info on it. Maybe that's what he thought. But that's... Wow. I don't know what to say. Disdainful Stroke seems pretty bad in this matchup. All of his tricks were pretty cheap. This does counter Alabaster Kieran. Guess it's worthy of mentioning since he did absolutely just step on my face. Bring Low would have brought us out of that situation in a big hurry, though. We just didn't draw it. I think we just go again. Apparently I have to be more careful with my Defiant Strikes. Maybe there's better times to use it. But then again, if he has Feat of Resistance, I'm pretty much screwed either way. I think it's a tough match. It shouldn't be. But our deck needs some work. Actually, I guess I got to do Force Away. I need a way to get rid of... Yeah, that's actually a good response to his stuff. So that's pretty reasonable. Let's dump a... Could dump a land, I guess. Seems a bit dangerous. Seems like I'm asking to get color and or mana screwed if I do that. Prefer to not cut a creature, but it's possible. I could cut the lurkers. They're pretty underwhelming. Alright, I'll cut a lurkers. Would like to play first. We got our red and our white. Yeah, we got everything. We're good. No, except cheap creatures, but we got a morph, so we'll try and make it work. Opponent did mull to 6, which is helpful. That was a great draw. All right. So if I could for sure beat the race on Blood-Soaked Champ, I'd probably snap attack, but I kind of want to leave the student back to block it since I don't want to trade 1 damage for 2, and I'm not going to block with my Weapon Master. But no, I think that's still right. We play the Weapon Master and we pass. I'm going to block with the student. It basically leaves him with a 2-1 that can't attack or block, so it feels like it's reasonable. I guess he could Feat of Resistance, so maybe I should have attacked. Well, not anymore. All right. Tranquil Cove. And pass. We're going to leave up Defiant Strike and Force Away. Which I could have played there, but I think at this point I want to go for the Weapon Master plan. So he probably just wants to raid here, I'm guessing. Wants me to discard. That's actually interesting. Because I don't want to discard the land because I want to have the Weapon Master available next turn. So I don't really want to discard any of these, to be honest. And the problem is he has Feat of Resistance mana up. I'm going to discard the Defiant Strike. I actually like the Defiant Strike, but it seems like it's less important than the land there, despite the fact that I've got a million lands in my deck and I just drew another one. I still think it was the right play. I needed to make sure I can get this here. The problem is he's got multiple Feat of Resistances in his deck. It just seems very likely that he's got Feat of Resistance here. And it is a nightmare if he casts Feat of Resistance. It's an absolute nightmare. Kills our first striker. He doesn't lose his guy. It almost seems too obvious that he's got it. I guess we just swing and see. I might have to trade my... I think I might have to trade my Morph for his to basically just bypass the Feat of Resistance. I'm really unhappy about it, by the way. No blocks, though, and I'm looking a lot happier. So if he'd blocked there, I would have been doing some squirrely stuff. Getting in for 8 makes me feel better. All right, Grizzly's not a huge deal. So let's play the Swift Spear. We can get in for 8 here. I think we just bring low. So I can get in. Could have Force Awayed it, but I kind of want to save the Force Away for the Feat of Resistance since it's cheaper. I have to remember to hold on to any lands I get. I should have actually held that land I drew. Oh, wait, I didn't draw land, that's right. But the next land I draw, so for Force Away. So now if it's an Abzan Guide, he pretty much has to. Yeah. So I imagine he unmorphs and it's an Abzan Guide, which means I'm just going to snap Force Away on my turn, I'm pretty sure. After he makes blocking decisions and all that. But yeah, it's got to be an Abzan Guide. I don't know what else it could be. He probably just tapped the wrong mana on his Scoured Barrens, I'm guessing. Guess I wouldn't mind if it was a... I was going to say the Pine Walker there, but yeah, Abzan Guide, I mean, it's not good for us, but at least we have the first striker for if that comes up. We're definitely not letting him untap. I hope that much is obvious. So we swing team. I don't have lethal, even if I force away here. But I guess we force away anyway. Well, we have to see how he blocks, I guess. All right, so now we force away. We are going to draw discard, although it's sketchy, I admit. I think the reason that I do it is if I draw another, I just win, I think, right? I guess I don't just win. But I am going to do it anyway. All right, good. Horde Chief looks good here. He basically has to slam Abzan Guide next turn. All right, just concession. If he'd gotten a land, he could have cast Abzan Guide. I guess he still likely would have died. So we're playing against Abzan deck. He's got the Abzan Guides. I don't have a ton of answers for Abzan Guides. I guess one good thing about Bring Low in this deck is he's got multiple feat of resistances. So if he's already done it and gotten value, then I can deal 5 damage to that creature instead. I guess that is pretty nice. He beat us with flyers, so the War Behemoths don't look better. Disdainful Stroke does not stop Abzan Guide because he always is going to just morph it. He seems like he has a relatively low curve. I think we just go again. Yeesh. I don't like this hand at all. I'm going to mull it. This hand's much better. This hand's, I would say, about 1,000 times better. Close to 1,000, give or take 2,000. Oh yeah, I should probably play this. All right. So worst case scenario, I Defiant Strike next turn to potentially draw into a land. If I draw the land, I snap the Watcher down. No plays on turn 3. That is pretty good. Could have the kill shot, I guess. Damn. Guess we swing. That sucks. Because he has kill shot mana up. I should have cast pre-combat Defiant Strike. I botched that one. Now if I cast Defiant Strike, he could kill shot, and I'm going to wait. I don't get the land here, but I'm going to wait anyway. Still no plays? All right, there's our land, so let's swing. Get this guy down. Could have gotten the Horde Chief, but I think we all know what I'm trying to do here. I think we actually swing again. Still no plays from him, which is just shocking at this point. Follow up with Horde Chief or Falconer. Guess Horde Chief since I can't do Falconer for a little bit here. Are we going to get, like, Dune Blasted or something? What's going on? I'm just confused. Maybe he's hardcasting an Abzan Guide? How could he not play anything yet? I'm just... don't know. That was a good draw. Let's play the Cliffs. He's now a mana away from Dune Blast, so I guess I wait on that. Let's equip. Let's Defiant Strike our student. Draw a card. Swing in. Could be just Dune Blast. Never in my life. He's got to reveal his hand. Never in my life have I seen someone play 6 lands with a 7-card hand and do nothing. That is crazy. All lands. Everything in his hand was a land. He saw 14 lands in the top. Rakshasa Secret, Savage Punch, Feet. Here it is. That is why the Rakshasa Secret was not good in his deck. He needed that to be a creature. You can't run all these tricks and then run a card like Rakshasa Secret that is like a mind rot, you know? Like, it's a fine and playable card, but... Alright, we'll see you guys round 2.